to Unlimited Inner Peace podcast, where we delve into the secrets of finding inner peace and embracing it year round. I am your host, Julissa Benn Espinosa. In today's episode, we want to speak about failure. Yes, we want to speak about failure in the context of finding inner peace and embracing it year round. I thought that my marriage will last a lifetime. I thought that we would be together until death do us part. I truly believe that, but that didn't happen. And what happened is that because of that experience, I felt like not that the marriage had failed. I felt like I was a failure. I felt at the time that I was a failure. I felt like I had not done enough to keep my marriage going, to keep my marriage alive. I felt like I could have done more to keep the marriage alive. Now, in retrospect, I now understand, and I have learned that I am not a failure. I have learned that my marriage failed, but I am not a failure. This is something that we often tend to forget. Experiencing failure doesn't make you nor me a failure. Experiencing failure does not make you nor me a failure. So it's time to stop judging yourself. It's time to stop hitting yourself so hard in the head because you failed at something or because you made a mistake. You failed at something. You made a mistake. You are not a failure. You are not a mistake. Your failures or your mistakes do not define you as a person. Your failures or mistakes do not define you as a human being. Your failures or mistakes do not define your value as a person. You can find peace in knowing that failure, it's normal. Failure is totally normal. There have been studies done, scientific researches done about failure and about what I'm explaining to you today. These researchers have said that reflecting on past failures can lead to better performing, to better problem solving, and improves our performance and how we tackle tasks in the future. So when we fail at something, when we make a mistake, it actually helps us. It actually helps us when we reflect on those experiences, when we reflect on those past failures or mistakes, and it helps us in the future resolve better our problems and perform better in the future. So this means that failing really equips us with everything we need to handle situations or similar situations better in the future. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs, chapter 24, verse 16, that the righteous man falls 7 times, but yet he gets back up. Paraphrasing. So what does it mean? What does this mean? That we can all fall, we can all fail. But what is important is not that we fail. What is important is that we get up. What is important is that we don't stay down, but that we get up and we keep moving forward. We keep our eyes focused, moving forward, utilizing the lessons that we have learned from the past experience so that we can perform better, so that we can do better. Let's delve deeper into why we shouldn't let failure define us. I want to share 5 things with you why we should not let failure define us. The first one is that failure is a universal experience. As I mentioned it before, everyone has failed. Every single one of us has failed. And if someone says that they haven't failed at anything, it's because they have never tried anything new. Remember Thomas Edison? He failed 10,000 times before he found the right way, the right formula to build the light bulb. 10,000 times. And you know that these 10,000 times, he did not call them failures. He said that he found 10,000 ways of how not to do it. 10,000 ways of how not to do it. This should be our perspective. Failure is a universal experience. Number 2, failure fosters resilience. There have been studies that have found that experiencing and overcoming failure actually builds resilience. A study found that and showed that individuals who view failures as opportunities for growth tend to be more resilient and perform better in future challenges. Okay, that's something that I had mentioned a little earlier. Number 3, failure promotes learning and growth. I remember since I was younger that I could retain better and I would learn something better if I failed at it or if I made a mistake. For example, if I had a test in school or if I was performing a task at work, still happens now, and I failed or I made a mistake, I find that I learn better. Even at church, when we were having like Bible games, right? And there was a question asked and I gave the wrong answer, but someone else gave the right answer. Believe me, I remember that. I remember the experience and I remember the question and I always remember the answer. So failure promotes learning and it promotes growth because it seems scientific research have found that through failing, through making mistakes, we actually grow faster. We grow more. It seems weird. It seems strange that that would happen, but it has been proven scientifically. Number 4, failure can lead to unexpected opportunities. Sometimes we see and we perceive failure as, okay, all the doors will be closed now because I failed and I won't be able to move ahead. But if we look and perceive failures as opportunities and we take those lessons learned and we apply those lessons learned in future opportunities, it can open all the doors for us to do better and to perform better. And number 5, failure teaches humility and empathy. Why does it do this? It teaches us humility and it teaches us empathy because we have already gone through it. We know how it feels. We know how we felt when we went through that experience. So when we see someone else struggling, with something similar. And it really doesn't have to be something similar. When we see somebody else struggling with something, we have more empathy. We are more compassionate towards that person because we have experienced failure and we have experienced mistake and we know how it feels. And we can actually support that person so that person can also grow and move forward. In the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 2, it encourages us to bear everyone's burdens, meaning to support each other as we walk this journey so that we can grow together. How can we apply what we have said to our lives? 1, reframe your perspective. Reframe how you view failures. Don't view failures as if it's the end of the world, but view failures as opportunities, as lessons learned that you can apply in the future. Number 2, practice self-compassion. Give yourself some grace. Love yourself and allow yourself to fail and learn from those mistakes and those experiences. Number 3, learn from your experiences. Analyze what went wrong. Why did that go that way? And improve so that you can do better in the future. Seek support. That's number 4. Seek support. Seek support from your friends. Seek support from your family. Seek support from professionals. People around you can help you so that you can improve and achieve your goal. And number 5, keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Remember, you can fall, but you don't have to stay down. You can get up. You can get up and you can learn from those mistakes. You can learn from those failures and you can move forward and you will improve. You will do better because you're taking those lessons with you. Share with us. Share with us in the comments what has been your experience as you have failed and as you have taken the experiences that you have learned through those failures. How have you applied those in your future and how those lessons have helped you? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.